Yes, my people, I want to talk about two coach today. As far as my son, I have not given them their followers since. I want to talk about Lionel Scaloni and then I talk about De La Fuente. Let me start with Lionel Scaloni. Yes, he was appointed. I'm trying to remember, but I think 2018, 19. I'm trying to remember. I'll go back and check. You get. But he was appointed more than I think close to 10 years ago to be the Argentina coach. This was one that there were a lot of doubts regarding his appointment, and look at how many years. Look at what he has achieved. 2 Copa America, 1 World Cup. Put World Cup, put star, like put asterisk there, because he might likely come around on Sunday. And 1 finalisma. You would have gone for another finalisma, yeah, but they postponed it. You get within the span of how many years? The span of how many years? Let me not talk about his achievements. Let's talk about his management, his team management. Scaloni has actually shot his haters up. Do you know against Switzerland, at some point, Argentina had 5 forwards in the game. Many of us don't know how crazy this thing is. Yeah, it just goes down to tell us that we are not coach, but at the same time, if as a coach you can make some tactical gamble for your team to actually advance or have chances of advancing, then you don't have the guts to be a coach. You don't have the balls to be a coach. Like, you don't have that balls to be the coach. Scaloni keep telling haters to shut up their mouths. You keep telling analysts, pundits to shut up your mouth. You don't know this job better than I do. This Argentina team now, one of the way they actually achieved chemistry is that anytime they come to a tournament, they used to buy, they will get barbecue. So one of those days when in their what do they call that thing? Like if you want to like re-energize, they call it recovery. Yes, that's the word, recovery. One of those recovery days, they'll just go, they'll have barbecue meeting and they'll eat and enjoy themselves. Which that thing builds chemistry. It's not in them before. It builds chemistry. And as it builds chemistry now, it helps the player actually know and get to know themselves. Not just in the pitch trying to know who is who. That's what they call tactical brilliance. This is off pitch. On pitch. I saw a clip that he was listening to Paradise. Paradise, who, no, from outside you'd be like, okay, what's this guy doing? He's talking to the coach, he's arguing with the coach. But no. At that point, he was talking to a leader in the pitch, and at the same time, seeing what's down is seen in the pitch. Seeing it outside, okay, let me hear your view. Let me your perspective. This is what you want to talk about. Let's talk about simple. And look at that game. That game changed. And Paradise was one of the person that actually changed the game. You see, it takes a lot of guts to actually be a coach of a national team that a lot of expectations are expected of you. And you keep it under pressure and you keep telling everybody to shut up. I'll give his flowers today. On the other hand, we have De La Fuente. Many of you might not know that De La Fuente actually coached this Spain national team. Many of their players, he coached them when they were still in junior levels. Many of you might not know. He did it. At that, I think 1 Euro under 15, 1 Euro under 17. I think so. Then he coached. No, was it the one that coached the Olympic? No, it was not the one. You get. But he won this one, Euro 15, 1 Euro under 17. Then he came to the national team. De La Fuente, since his appointment, have carried Spain to 2024 Euros and they won it. Carried them to the Nations League before that one, I think 2023, they won it. Carried them to the Nations League final 2025, they lost to Portugal. Final. Now, carrying them to the World Cup 2026 final, he has been phenomenal with his selection. He has been phenomenal with his achievement. And note, when they appointed me, like, how are we going from Luis Enrique to this guy and see what he has achieved? Like, see what he has. You see why sometimes it's not just because of names. This guy, is he truly the man for the job? If he is, leave name, he can work. See what he has achieved within how many years? Within how many years? 1 Nation League, 1 Euros, 1 World Cup, depending on if he win it on Sunday. Great coach. Talk about his selections. It takes a lot of guts to say you're coming to a World Cup and you're not carrying any Spanish team player, any Real Madrid Spanish team player, and see where he got to final. Okay, what about the match that you say Pedri is not starting, Fabian should start? Look at how he brought balance. Look at how he brought this physical appearance into the game, and he changed how the game is supposed to go. See how they are now. They're in the final. It takes a lot of guts. Another coach I want to talk about here is Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel now took this England squad. A lot of speculation. Palmer is not going. Foden is not going. See, he might have lost the semi-final yesterday, but for you to carry them, this England squad, from where they were to the semi-final again, it's not an easy feat. Give them their credit. Give him his credit. Yes, he might be stubborn with his tactics, so that he just coming to defend 1-0, defend his lead. You get, but it is not easy. It is not easy. So I decided to give these 3 coaches their credit in this my video. You get. If you have any other thing to say, you can say it in the comment section. I remain Tactical. Don't just my people.